Before we sort of talk about your parents a little bit more, to tell everyone who's not familiar with the story what your dad's business was in America and how it sort of evolved.
He got in the tool and die business not far from here in Pasadena. Randomly, a business opportunity came in 1981, I think, 82. And they, him and my uncle, who were very close, invested in that. And through that, learned that business. It's not too dissimilar from construction, but very similar in another country and a kind of different product type. Ironically, as Iranians at that time, where we had, Iranians had 460 or some odd hostages, 90% of this company's contracts were for the Navy and for the space shuttle program, which was, very unnerving at the time, because once they acquired the company, the Navy came back and canceled all the contracts. And ultimately, through their relationships, they got them back. In 1985, they invested in a very small kind of R&D technology, which really tried to coordinate two-way trucking. At that time, this is way before really the advance of cell phones. And they used excess satellite space to pretty much to privatize it and rent it. So long-haul trucks can speak back to their base. So imagine a long-haul trucker coming from North Carolina with a shipment of Marlboro Light cigarettes or so forth and so on. At that particular time, they just picked it up and dropped it off, and nobody can communicate with them. So one of their friends was a scientist at the time and kind of, trying to become an entrepreneur. I think we identified this technology, and he came to my dad and my uncle, amongst a couple other people, for an investment. And they, I don't know how, and based off of a little bit of electrical training and engineering back when they were 21, 22, got it, went with their gut. And ultimately, that company hired a company in San Diego with 20 employees called Qualcomm to develop the technology for them. And they ended up merging, and Qualcomm now is a $70 billion company.